Hey, welcome into Sportsbit 2.0 betting insight today on SBRpicks.com. Pauly and Teddy, I'm at Real Sportsbit. He's at Teddy_covers on Twitter. Triple header, NBA action, big game breakdown. We'll get to that coming up, and we'll turn the shot clock on with the play of the day before we get out of here. A moose, Teddy, a moose in Philadelphia. 118 points in the second half. Dragic lays it in with 1 second left. What was that all about? It opened 214.5 here at Caesars and Harris, but mostly 215.5. Also bad for the books because it went off at 217 in some shops. It somehow falls 216. Horrible with the shenanigans there. And the Sixers also fouled down 9 with like 10 seconds.
I mean, look, this is a really bad beat if you had the under. It's a particularly bad beat if you had the under at the opener. And still, if you got in at the close, you were still able to cash your under bet. But the bottom line is, this game's not supposed to go over late. Philly's not supposed to foul there. Dragic's not supposed to lay the ball in there. So, the bank, what's the old McDonald's, the old Monopoly chance card, bank error in your favor? That was a bank error in your favor. You had the over. We cashed play of the day to winner with it, though. I ain't giving the money back. We'll take it. Moose for under bettors. That was rough.
Yeah, very good. You take that one. That was never in doubt. I give the Sixers a break. I mean, Christ, they'd won 17 in a row, but that first half was a horror show. Also, Brothers and Foster calling 20 fouls in the second half hurt Philadelphia because there was no pace, there was no rhythm, and Philly wants to go up tempo. Covington was terrible. Bellinelli struggled shooting. Saric couldn't get going. Still had the ball down too, but Dwayne Wade was terrific. 21 points in the first half. As the big win for the Heat. They tied that series at 1. That was, I thought the Spurs played a pretty good game, Teddy, but it still didn't matter. Golden State and over, and the Spurs are now 1-14 straight up. Their last 15 on the road. That is 14-29 on the season on the road.
Yeah, I mean, and this was all second half. There's no question that San Antonio played a good first half. But second half, what is it, 69-48 Golden State run out. Bad news for Spurs bettors. Looked good at the break. Bad news for under bettors. I was one of them. That was not a good result. Golden State hitting just about everything in the second half. But San Antonio just 4 of 28 from three-point range. That certainly doomed their point spread chances. From a total perspective, the Spurs go 4 of 28 from three-point range, and the game still flew over the total by double digits. That had a lot to do with Golden State shooting the ball 52% from two-point range, 48% from three-point range, and 95% from the free throw line. Warriors were making shots last night. When the Warriors are making shots, San Antonio, they're not going to cover. Under bettors, not going to be very happy either.
Yep. Bad bets. Pirates took money. $1.08 up to $1.30. They got beat. The Nationals Mets under 8 down to 7.5. This is also a bad beat. Mets led 6-1 in the 8th. Oh, and they lose the game 8-6. Callaway went to 4 different relievers. They only got 1 out in replacing DeGrom in the 8th, Teddy.
Yeah, I mean, for Colorado, certainly we're seeing signs that the youngster Marquez is showing real bet-on potential. Another gem yesterday in Pittsburgh. And what do you say about these 2 bullpens? I mean, the Mets, Nats, all that under money, no good. Both bullpens implode. But obviously, you got the Mets. You're up 6-1. You think you're going to cash that ticket. Nats scores 7th in the 8th and 9th.
Look what's going on in the NHL playoffs. This is the opposite of what usually happens with the low-scoring games. A lot of penalties, a lot of power play goals. Tampa Bay was the #1 over team all year. They're 3-0 to the over in the playoffs. They keep cashing tickets. Home teams, 4-0 last night, and all 4 games go over. That is 9-0-3 to the over in the last 12 playoff games, Teddy. There was also a tough beat in that Tampa Bay game. The total was 6. It was 1-1 in the third period. And went over with not 1 but 2 empty net goals in the final minute.
And that's the, roll them dice and shake them when it comes to the empty net goals or no empty net goals with NHL totals. But the bottom line is we're talking about a significant run here in the playoffs. 12 games that haven't cashed an under, 9 overs, 3 pushes. Books don't like when that happens. That is not particularly good for the house, and something to consider as you're betting the NHL playoffs moving forward. Even the defensive struggles aren't staying under the total, although Vegas is in play tonight. Maybe they'll stay under. They're the only one that has been the under machine here in the postseason.
All right, no easy transition. No matter in this business, it's very difficult where you find someone who everyone has a kind word to say and everyone loves a particular individual. And that's the case with Dave Malinsky, smartest guy I know. I used to introduce him that way when he came on the radio, and he would say, "You must not know a lot of people." But no one's sharper than Dave Malinsky, and we're holding out hope. Teddy, I know you've known him a lot longer than me. I'm glad I met him through you. You always were talking him up. I'm like, who's this Malinsky character I always hear about? Nobody had better information. He could tell wine, food, sports betting, guitars, music, whatever. This is just, I'll tell you, we're holding out hope, though. If you want to fill people in on the story locally here that has made the newspaper, it's all over Twitter and the nightly news.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about right now, but look, Dave's missing. Dave is an avid hiker. He goes up and documents some the oldest living things on Earth, the bristlecone pines up in the Sierra Nevada range. He's been missing since Saturday. The weather's been nasty. We're very, very concerned. There's search and rescue out there. There are choppers up there today. There are drones up there today. He is a frequent, and let's put it this way, all those graphics you see every day, the good graphics on Sportsbit, that's Malinsky. The good photos, that's Malinsky. Not just as a key guy for this show, but as a human being, he is as good as there is in the world. Please,
yes.
Thoughts and prayers, maybe they mean something today. We're really hoping for a safe return. Come back down, Dave.
Yep. No one plans better, more organized. If there's one guy who was, injured, broken leg, whatever, and is holed up and he's able to hang out for a couple of days, it's that guy. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, absolutely. I mean, he's a very experienced woodsman. He's comfortable in wilderness areas. Dave's live. He's live to be live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're hoping. But that's all we can do right now is hope and let the trained professionals do what they do. Thank you for all the concern. I know there's been a lot of concern in the Sportsbook Review community. And, I mean, the thing that blows me away is this guy's a sports bettor, all right? And he writes, and he does stuff with trees, and he's a foodie. His tentacles in Las Vegas are enormous. Story on the news last night, multiple channels, story in the Review Journal. This is a sports bettor. Who's this guy? Dave Malinsky, we miss you. Please come home safely.
Amen to that. Up next, big game breakdown. We'll start with the Wizards and the Raptors on Sportsbit. Betting Insight today on SBRpicks.com.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.